We are gearing up for an exciting few days ahead at Tape Week 2025 here in Rosemont, Illinois. My name is Adam Robertson, PSTC's Marketing Director. With me I have Mike Romanelli from Flexcon and Bill James from Magnum Tapes and Films. Both are PSTC board members at large, so we're really excited to have them on board this year. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me today.
Absolutely. Thanks, Adam.
How did your companies get involved with PSTC as members?
So Flexcon actually was members for many years, and coming in with this revival at Flexcon around innovation and technology, and that being part of my role, I saw it as a great opportunity to just reignite that relationship.
Fantastic. Bill?
For years we were members. We just didn't do a lot with it. We saw everybody that was a part of PSTC as essentially competition. But as we came more and more often, we realized that there was so much value to be learned from not necessarily our competitors, but people in this industry. Although we're competitors, we all seem to have little niches, right? And if anything, coming to PSTC, it allowed my company to actually make strategic decisions about where the company's going based on the collective kind of education from everyone in the industry.
And that's really important. I think that's what's really great about being here at Tape Week is that, in the past I've said that people arrive and they take off their competitor hats because at the end of the day we're all here to, advance our industry, right? So
right.
It's a perfect response. When it comes to PSTC in general, what value, beyond just Tape Week, throughout the year, what value does PSTC bring to our members?
So I think for me, a big part of it's the networking, right? The who's who across the industry really shows up. The density and the quality and the density of the value chain is really here at PSTC. Yes. So having just come back last year, experiencing personally PSTC for the first time, it was incredible to see. And so coming back now as a board member at large and being able to make more of an impact and make those connections has been just absolutely invaluable. Beyond that, the focus at PSTC on education. We already have folks in Tape Academy. We have a person within the technical committee now, and just really getting ourselves, trained into the industry at different levels has been great.
Yeah, perfect.
And I can echo that. The education aspect is so important because it doesn't matter how many publications or websites that you read, you really can't get a real good pulse on the industry unless you're at something like this.
Right.
And you're hearing from everybody else in the industry. And honestly, it's quite comforting, to talk with everybody else in the industry and actually understand the frustrations that they're having are oftentimes the same ones we're having. And as a group, we can actually talk about strategies to, help us get through the tough times, especially what's going on in the world today.
Right, and that's really important. Again, the biggest thing to being here is talking about those shared challenges. As you said, it's comforting. It is because you have those. We have our technical track, we have our markets and applications track, we have different ways of being here and of learning. And a lot of those conversations, what you end up talking about is what you're going through, right, and how to get through them.
As an example, today's board meeting. Bill and I just met. The whole table was talking about tariffs.
Yes.
Talking about sustainability, ESG, early career development and education.
Yes.
And everybody at the table has those same interests, those same challenges.
Yeah, really, really important stuff. Talking about the board meeting and talking about you two as board members at large. So we'll stick with you, Bill. How did you get started? What inspired you to become a board member at large?
It's interesting. So what you said earlier about networking, that's how this all began. I met a few people in the industry just a few years back, some individuals from Avery like Darren Miles, and just from there, it just kind of cascaded to a point where I just kind of knew everybody that's in this PSA game, right? And just through talking with them, Darren Miles, once again I'm going to mention him, but Darren Miles from Avery said, hey, there's a position at PSTC for an at-large member. Would you be interested in something like that? This opportunity came about. I said, you know what? Why not? And I had some conversations with Michelle. I said, you know what? This sounds like just a perfect opportunity for me to learn more about the industry to help my company, but also to allow somebody from outside the industry to essentially learn the ins and outs of it. So it's been very beneficial.
Good. That's great feedback. Mike, how about you?
Yeah, I really like to make an impact. And what better way to do that than sitting at the table where decisions are made?
That's right.
Where we can look at the past, the present, the future, and take PSTC to the next level. Selfishly, I also looked at the board member collective and said there's a spot for me there, right? Really with a technical focus, with that focus on technology, innovation. I thought it'd be a good complement to the team that's there and in place.
Perfect. What are you two both looking forward to the most? What are you most excited about with the work that the board is doing and what we have planned for the future?
Focus on education. I work a lot with universities. I work a lot with STEM and outreach, and seeing that technical focus here, mixing a little bit of academia with industry. I think there's a lot we can do, and so I'm really, really excited to see where I can bring some of that passion to what's already a passion with PSTC and see where we can take it.
Perfect. What are you most excited for, Bill?
To be a part of the overall growth of not just PSTC, but the industry in general.
Yeah.
Although, like I said earlier, we're competition, we're all in this as a whole to grow essentially tapes and films and tape, the tape game, the tape world. And we actually get an active voice at the table when things are being discussed, and essentially the whole direction of the industry, it's going to be based on our input and the input of the others. And hopefully that helps out not just our own companies, but the whole industry in general.
That's right. And this year we, of course, have our Fall Leadership Forum happening in the fall, and we have some new programs that we just released. So personally, that's what I'm excited for at PSTC. Of course, we got to make it through these amazing couple of days happening at Tape Week 2025. My last question for you two is, what would you say, you can definitely address the audience here, what would you say to somebody, a company that's maybe on the fence about joining PSTC as a member, and also to individuals who want to do what you did and who want to volunteer or spend some time really in the leadership level of PSTC?
Let's start with that one. This isn't a lifetime commitment. Sign up for a year. Come to the expos, the conventions. Be a part of the collaboration corners. Take some of the trainings online. See if it actually helps your organization. Because I got a strong feeling it will.
Jump in. Jump in. Why not?
Yeah.
Why haven't you? If you're thinking about, if you work with, if you're in academia and university and industry already, and you're working with adhesives, you're working with polymers, material science, this is the place. The bar is low, the value is high. Just jump in. There's no reason not to.
I love that. Just jump in. All right, you two. I agree. Thank you two for the conversation, and have a great couple days ahead.
Thanks, Adam.
Thank you.